pocket like rocket fuel.
Yeah. 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 Okay. 30,000 in the.
Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Austin Desperados and the Detroit Lions. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down, Melvin, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run on first down. Melvin. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Side complete. It's Arnold. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up.
Right here. Watch tight end. 3 out, plus 4. Check.
On play action, they'll throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Set 18 Gator.
Two times. Out.
6-6, bullet high. Touchdown.
On first down. Gold. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 6 there on the first down play. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
To throw on second down. Light. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to left side. Gold. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Melvin. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On first down, Melvin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now back to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
That's it, baby. We got one.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Double tight. Double tight. 3 down, 3. Check Michael out. Check Michael out. Get that.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Mike 50. Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
50, Mike 50.
Right up.
Throwing on first down. Light. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very solid gain of 27. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
61, matchbox light.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
They'll try to run this one in. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give, right side. Melvin. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
What we got? Hey, check Michael Allen, check Michael Allen. Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. Hey, check.
2nd and 13. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
What's tight? Tight end's right. What's tight?
They run with Washington. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Hey, check Michael Allen, check Michael Allen.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Looking to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 9-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Washington gets it going right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in the 2nd week of the regular season. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Joker, 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 joker.
Trying to pound it in with Washington. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
On 4th down, Matt Nagy willing to settle for 3. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is indeed good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Let's go now.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Mike 52.
From the gun, Light. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Forced to the ground and incomplete.
Easy work. It's easy work. It's coming again.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Light. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
That's fielded in the end zone. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Look at me. Zipper.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gold. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Let's get it.
On the double.
50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Back to throw. Light. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Come on, set. Check Pittsburgh. No game on this defense, no game.
On first, here's Washington. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Arnold. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
And he's taken down inside the 30. The third down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
Hey, come on.
I got you.
Back to throw now on first down. Complete to Washington. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. The handoff right side, it's Washington. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Tight end's right. Hey, we got 3 down.
Hey, check Mike 11, Mike 11. And watch that, and watch the ball. Hey, Charles Norman. Check Mike 11. Get your swerve on.
Over the middle, complete. That's Arnold. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
One set. Check Mike 11. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Out. Check.
They'll run on first down. It's Washington, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Washington's got it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Check Mike 11, check Mike 11.
Man, I got you.
Hey, check Mike 11, check.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, 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 twist.
On 1st and goal, Washington. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
At the 2-yard line.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now a give right side. Washington. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Here it comes, here it comes. Get him.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Looking to throw. Light. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start the drive with Washington. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12 at the 25-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Move. Go. Forward. Alert.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11.
Second and 5. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. Got his target, Samuel. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. You cannot write these guys off just yet. Back like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. He'll drop to throw. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Arnold. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Washington. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They're going to look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because They're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Set 90 Wolf.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the gun on 3rd down. Light looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's taken on the 25.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Lions, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconception. I'm a believer.